First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. It's another Shabbat day to wake up the hopeful elect, right, and get some of this knowledge, this milk knowledge, right? And we'll get into a little bit of the Gospels, a little bit of that good wine, right? Prophecies, and yeah,
You got
another
an
what?
echo, strong echo.
Correct?
Oh no, yeah,
I
I
should
fixed
be
it. There you go. All right, yeah, I fixed it. So luck you.
kind of
Some of
Shabbat
that good
Shalawam.
wine.
Shabbat Shalawam, right? It's another day where we get to wake up the hopeful elect, feed the sheep, right? Uh, go into a little bit of that milk, right? That good milk, some of the prophecies, that wine, right? And the gospels, that good old bread and meat, right?
God,
Go
first and
ahead.
foremost, want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, man. Call me Asherah to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, man. Peace and blessings to the children out there, keep enduring until the end. We almost about of this thing, just keep on enduring, keeping these law, statutes, commandments, man. And, hey, we're going to be all right in the eyes of the Most High, man. Give all your due diligence, for all you brothers and sisters that's barely coming into this truth. We pray that you endure and you can make it through this thing, battling the flesh and trying to stay in the spirit, man. Call me Australia.
Call me Yashala.
Con, all praises. So where we at 1422, Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 22. Give it a quick
And
2 minutes. Let these
kind,
brothers and sisters join up in this thing.
all praises. And then Habakkuk, we're gonna start at verse 18.
Con.
It says 20, but we're gonna get the context and start at 18. Yeah, man. Another powerful day, right? Another powerful day where we get to wake up the hopeful elect and do this work, man. This thing is not easy, you know. It's laborious work.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Sometimes you wreck your brain trying to figure certain things out. You know, you get sleepy as soon as you open the book. You know, got to run and grab a cup of coffee to stay awake right quick, right? But it's laborious work, man. It's just like working in the field, working with these pages, man.
Con, that's right. That's right. But in the end, it's all gonna pay off, man. It's all gonna pay off. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Right. So
Um,
this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 22. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse number 22. Right. And it reads, Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year.
uh,
And thou shalt eat before Yahweh thy power, in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of
uh,
thy corn,
Salakia,
of thy
and he placed his name on Israel. So everywhere we at, you know, we supposed to be doing these things because his name is on Yasharala, right?
That's right, that's right. Right? The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds, and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahweh thy power always.
So make sure y'all giving alms, right? We don't have herds that much, you know. We don't have flocks, you know. So hey, give your alms, man. You'll be keeping these commandments.
That's right, that's right. Verse 24. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which Yahweh thy power shall choose to set his name there, when Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money,
Con.
and
So
bind up
once
the money in thine hand. Go ahead,
So
Keith.
once you have too much and it's too much for you to carry these things forth, unto the land, maybe your lamb will pass out on the way. Something might catch a heart attack, one of your herds or one of your flock, it's too hot. You feel what I'm saying? And you got different things that you need to bring that won't do good in the heat. You turn that into money, man. You turn that into money and you go ahead and bring that to the feast. All right, go ahead.
That's right. That's right. Right. Con. And shalt go unto the place which Yahweh thy power shall choose, and thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink,
So
or
you trade it in, so wherever you go, you could purchase it when these feasts come about, man. You only exchanging it to get it wherever you going, right?
con, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth.
Like a Verbo, like an Airbnb, right? Like a hall, right? That's what your soul desire it. That's what you need to put in for, right? To be able to drink this wine and strong drink, to be able to have this feast and break down, bust bread, break bread and bust down with all this food, man. Right? You gotta have a place, man. You know.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt eat there before Yahweh thy power, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household.
So read verse 25 again.
Con. Verse 25. Then shalt thou turn it into money,
hmm
and bind up the money in thine hand,
hmm
and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose.
So there it goes, man. A place where the Lord thy God shall choose, man. So through the Spirit, the Lord help you find that place where you need to go and break bread at, where you need to go and bust down and have a feast at. Ultimately, it's the Lord thy God that chooses, man. But when we first started off, going to these different places and grabbing these certain spots, certain brothers, right, was vexed about the spot maybe not coming through. This is happening, the money's not coming in, but the Lord has always provided. He hasn't failed us yet. So the Lord thy God has chosen all those spots where we broke bread and bust down at. Right, go back down to 27.
Con. Quick precept on that topic.
Con, con, big facts.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse number 9. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directed his steps. Man. Hey, you might think you don't know what you about to do. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna break bread for this banquet hall. I don't know if I'm gonna go to this place to gather with the brethren. Hey, you put your heart to the Most High, man. Your mind to the Most High. He's gonna direct your steps to give those alms accordingly, to give
Con,
those sacrifices and that increase accordingly, man. You know.
con. All praises to the Most High.
Verse number 27. And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he hath no part nor inheritance with thee.
So don't get mad with Levi because he not working. He not plowing the field. He not gleaming the crops. Right? He not peeling the ears of the corn. Don't get mad at Levi for not doing that while he in your land because he don't have no inheritance with you, man. His inheritance is the Lord. So you can't make this Levite work, right? Other works than what he does in the temple just because he's in your land, right?
That's right. Verse 28. At the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates.
So within these 3 years, you got to lay up these things because they got a year coming where you're gonna have to let everything do its own thing, right? We just read about this a couple Shabbat days ago, right? Where in these 3 years, you're gonna gather a lot, and in that one year, you're gonna have enough for 3 years, right? So keep reading.
Verse 29. And the Levite, because he hath no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger And the fatherless and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied.
So everybody, this is a pop off, right? Something me and my cousins used to talk about when we was in the world. You know, the pop off, man, where my older cousin would bring us out to the clubs and just give us money, right? Throw it on women, whatever you want to do. But in righteousness, this is the pop off, man. You feel what I'm saying? This is the pop off where you just come through no matter what you got, and everybody just throwing you cash, right? Everybody just throwing you meat. Everybody just throwing you wine, right? So much so that you could take some home,
Con,
you know?
that's right. Right? Shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that the Lord thy God may bless thee in all the work of thine hand which thou doest.
So now that blessing gonna get poured upon you, because he said, "Forsake not the poor, neither nor the fatherless or the widow." So in doing this, you blessing the fatherless, the widow, and the poor, man. How much more will the Lord our God bless you? Huh?
That's right. All that we read and hear, we will do.
All that we read and hear, we will do.
God, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15, and verse number 1. At the end of every 7 years, thou shalt make a release.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called Yahweh's release.
So you, hey, look, man, if you owe me 50 G's, you know what I mean? I'm like, hey, bro, pay me what you could pay me, and that's it's over with. You feel what I'm saying? In this year, it's done, right? And this is how you show brotherly love, man. You know, and it's gonna, like I said, your neighbor, one of your neighbor, man. The other nations, man, you don't have to worry about this law with them, right? This is not about them. This is about us and our family, right?
That's right. That's right. That goes into your fellow kinsmen of your same nation, man. Or if you're exact brother from the same father, man. But all in all, you all still part of the children of Israel, all part of the same nation, man.
Con,
Hey, just like Captain Gabawar said, man. Hey, you let me borrow 50 G's, man. Don't, hey, man, you got to pay me 6 G's back now. Nah, man. Pay that back. And if you can't pay that exact amount back, you're like, hey, just give me what you can, man. It's all good, man, because I did it out of the love of my heart, man, out of my mind
con,
to you, you know?
con.
Verse number 3, of a foreigner, thou mayest exact it again. Mm.
See, there it goes, clean cut, right? This is not talking about nobody else but your people, man. Go ahead.
But that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release.
Con, man. It is what it is.
That's right. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it.
That's a big, big deal, man. If you don't have no poor, if the fatherless is taken care of and the widow is taken care of, the Lord is gonna bless your field, your flock, your increase, right? But if you like, man, I ain't giving that, man. I'm tired of giving that dude a bucket of grapes, a bucket of apples, and a bucket of corn, man. I'm tired of it, man. If you do that, right, it's gonna go into it. The Lord ain't he not gonna like that. He ain't gonna despise. He's gonna despise your your giving to the poor and to the fatherless and the widow, because
That's
you
right.
despise giving it to them. Like you can still do it, and the Lord looking at you like, man, that ain't even on your books, man, because you tripping about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Con. Verse number 5. Only only if thou careful, or just real quick. See, this commandment, man, this is small laborers work to the eyes of the Most High, man. All you got to do is do this to thy brother, man, and I'm going to greatly increase you, man. You know, a lot of cattle, a lot of sheep, in the land where the Lord promised our forefathers, He gonna greatly increase that, man.
Con,
Great. That's why it says greatly bless thee. Man,
Man, and all you
right?
gotta do, all you gotta do is do what the Lord said. It's simple, man. He gave it to you freely. Freely give it, right? Like it says in the Gospels, man. This thing was given unto you freely, man. Freely give it, man. We don't charge nobody for this work. We just put it in, right? We ain't getting $100 an hour for doing this video, but we still do it,
That's
right?
right. Come on, reading on. Verse number 5. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these commandments which I command thee this day. For the Lord thy God blesseth thee as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. And thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee.
Con.
Mm,
And one of the brothers, there was like, shouldn't isn't it a sin to lend, right? Isn't it a sin to lend to your to be a borrower and not a lender? And no, it's not a sin to be a borrower and not a lender, because we're not blessed. We're cursed, right? But when we become blessed, that table gonna turn, right?
right.
So being cursed is not a sin, right? Living in curses is not a sin, man. Right? That's just the curse that was put on your people. The sin is transgression the law of God. Now, you could get a blessing or a curse from keeping it or breaking it, right? But being a borrower is not a sin. And being a lender doesn't make you righteous, right?
That's right. That's right. Come on, verse number 7. If there be among you a poor man of
Mm-hmm.
one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother.
See, that's exactly what I was just saying, man. And it goes in more on it, right? I'm gonna wait for you to read it, man, because it goes in more on it, man. Where it's like, why would you do that to your brother because he poor? Because you was once probably there, or it takes nothing for the Lord to break you down into now you poor, right?
Verse 8. But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him,
That means give with no worry or care about how much you giving. Watch, read on.
and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in
Kind.
that
Now,
which
hold
he
on, hold on, hold on,
wanteth.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. And it says sufficient for his need. That means go look up that word sufficient, right? You need to give him more than enough so he could be all right once you leave him,
Mhm.
right? Once you leave this poor man, he needs to still be okay.
Sufficiency enough, according to the abundance of, out of the abundance of, able,
Man,
according to after.
see, according to after, man, you want to give this man enough to where when you leave, he's still good for a little while,
Right here it says
Maybe,
too much.
man,
uh,
man, you know, man. I had to hit my Khalil on him.
con, right? But thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need in that which he wanteth. Mm,
Man, whether it's money, whether it's cattle, whether it's cream, whether it's crop, whether it's whatever, hey, man, you got to give him more than enough.
real quick, because it starts leading to something else. I want to pull up this quick precept real quick.
Kind all
Right.
praises. Definitely nothing wrong with precepts.
Con. Sirach chapter 4 and verse number 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living,
Mm,
right? and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Oh man,
Man,
I see this brother all the time. I know he got it. I seen him coming to the store 5 times out the week, man, for 3, 4 weeks, man. You
man,
know? Oh damn, so you don't got nothing, man. All right, man. Hey man, you know you got $20 in your pocket. He only asking you for $1, man. You
man,
know? He ain't even sometimes he don't even be asking you for money, man. Hey, can you just grab me some chips and some water, man? I don't know if I got it, man. Hey man, that's defrauding, man. That's bearing false witness through the spirit. You know
con,
you got it, you lying to the brother, man. Right? Verse
con,
2. Make not an hungry soul sorrowful. Right? Hungry for what, man? Either hungry, truly hungry in his physical, or his stomach growling, sitting outside the store. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't got it. Ah, it's all good, man. You know, hey, man, that's truly sorrowful for the brother, man. You know, you got alms through the spirit, and you know how to heal him through the spirit, man. Don't withhold him from the truth, man. You tell that brother, hey, man, you know that you're gonna be all right. The Lord gonna bless you, man. Just gotta repent, come back to the commandments. You know, put your mind, body, and soul into the Most High, man. He gonna help you through the spirit. I'll help you physically. Here you go. You know, break you off a little something, man. But you know, truly through the spirit, you gotta bless him in that same way as well, man.
con.
Right? Neither provoke a man in his distress. Man, expound on that one, not through the
Con,
spirit.
so yeah, con. It said neither provoke a man in his distress. When a man is distressed, you need to learn how to just. Sometimes you just need to learn how to listen, right? You don't even need to say something. You just need to be that open ear that listen to that brother. And yeah, you can add in a precept and this and that. Know what to say. Know what to say when your brother is going through something, and know what not to say. Right? Read verse 3.
Come, verse 3. Add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed.
Because that brother is vexed, and you don't want to add more trouble into that brother because then you might offend him, which is a sin. You don't want to offend that brother when he called you to have that shoulder to lean on, man. Right? Like the book of Eccle- uh I don't
Ezekiel?
want not Ecclesiastes, right? 4 and 9. You want to be that brother that's that shoulder to lean on. You don't want to be that brother that's going to vex the brother and have so much to say when he's going through something. Just listen, man. And if there's an open for you to say something, be humble about it, right? Bring it out to where it's like, I hope you don't mind, if I kind of tell you this, or if we go here. Nah, I don't mind, brother. Okay, and then you go there. But make sure you're very keen into how his emotions is going, man. Because the stress is a big thing. You could create an enemy by saying the wrong thing while he's in distress, or she.
That's right, man. And on top of that, man, you know, hey, God forbid, man, hey, that brother's already going through it. And you don't want to have blood on your hands, man. You know, hey, people have mental disorders from their affliction, man, and don't know how to come out of it. But you know how to heal them from that, man. And you don't put your hand to that plow, and you don't help that brother come out of that thing. Hey, man, he could go jump off a bridge somewhere. Now, guess what, man? That blood is on your hands now, man. God
That's right,
forbid,
man.
you
That's
know.
right, man.
Add not more trouble to an heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need.
Whether it's a word, whether it's money, whether it's your time, whether it's your gas, right? Go and pull up on a brother. You have to have that type of that spirit in you to where you love not yourself, and you love this brother or sister first, man. Or you take that time out of your day. You're supposed to be chilling with the fam, but you take that time out of your day to pull up on that brother.
That's right. That's right, man. Right? Defer not to give to him that is in need, right? And definition of that will be put off. An
hmm
action or event to a later time postpone. Man,
You don't want to do that. This brother could be on the verge of sin, right, which is equal to death, and you don't want to put off or wait till a later time, man, because he might sin, and that, hey, man, you could have prevented a man from committing spiritual suicide,
mm-hmm.
right? Let's go
Con.
back.
Marie.
Let's go back to
Con.
Leviticus. Right? I mean, Deuteronomy,
Con.
because you already
Let me
know
yeah, I got
we
two
could
I got
go in
two more real quick.
time. We could
Salaki.
go into this forever.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it ends at 7. I mean, it ends at 8 at 6. Lucky. Number 4. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man.
That means listen. Just listen, man. Sometimes you'll be at camp and this brother come up and he's going through many afflictions, man. And he just want to talk. Don't say, hey man, you interrupted my lesson. You feel what I'm saying? I had a lesson going. Nah, stop and hear this man out, man. Right? Like the scriptures tell you, you may be entertaining the angel, man. This brother might have just needed to talk to the brothers for a second, and then now he's in the truth. We ain't even give the word out, but we just sat there and listened, and now he's in the truth, right?
That's right. That's right. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee.
Because the Lord, if anything, man, the Lord gonna hear him over you, man, because he's afflicted more than you, right? You supposed to ease his affliction, but you ain't even paid attention to it. And that man, if he curse you, hey, his curse is going above your prayer for forgiveness.
For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. Mm.
Which is the most high, man. There's nowhere around that, right? So
Con,
don't.
and the Con's lucky.
No,
Go
you
ahead,
got
Doc.
it. You got it.
Con, and just like man, you turn your ear away from him, right? You defer him. Oh, I ain't got it, right? You afflicting that brother even more. He might not even utter these words. Like, man, hell with this nigga, man. I hope something happens. He might not even utter those words out his mouth, but in his mind, you don't even know that he's thinking that. And guess what, man? The Lord gonna hear that too, man.
Con,
Mm.
con, man. He
Now
definitely is.
you jammed up later on, and you don't know why,
Yeah,
man. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Go to that right quick. Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Con. That's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse number 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments,
Drop
for
down,
this,
Salakia. Drop down to 14.
14. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether
Con.
it be good or whether it be evil.
Mm-hmm. Uh, go to
Man.
uh, go to Psalms 51 and 6.
That's the book of Psalms, chapter 51, and verse 6. Behold, thou desireth truth in the inward parts.
Con. So this is where the Lord He deals with us in our inward parts, right? The places that's too deep that we don't even know we thinking what we thinking. Right? Go ahead.
And in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom.
And then the Lord corrects you, and now you have wisdom, and you could bring it out like, hey, bro, look, I remember just thinking this thought, against this brother, and these things happen. You feel what I'm saying? Or I know I walked past this brother and I didn't open up my hand, but I guarantee you that brother cursed me because now I done damn lost my car.
That's right. That's
Right?
right. One more precept to bring it home.
Con.
Right? It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, and verse number 3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place,
Mm-hmm.
beholding the evil and the good. Mm.
Con. The eyes of the Lord is in every place, man. No matter where you are. You have different hidden places within your within your body, man. You thinking the Lord ain't seeing you do what you do to yourself at night, 2 o'clock in the morning? The Lord see that, man. You think He don't see you watching those lewd sights, man? You know, doing to yourself the pleasures that's supposed to come with sleep, right? The Lord seeing all these things, man. All those different things that you think throughout the day, those lewd thoughts that you haven't repented from, right? The Lord see all of that, man.
Uh, going back. That's right. Right. So again, if there be any among you a poor man of that one of thy brethren with any of thy gates, right, in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not harden thine heart, nor shut thine hand from thy poor brother, But
Mm.
thou shalt open thine hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient, right, or enough for his need in that which he wanteth.
Con, So you gotta give that brother more than what he need. If you thought about giving him $2, give him 10. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Go to that lady. Go to that lady, man, that gave $2, and it was more than anybody that brought anything. Right?
Which was that?
2 talents was more than
Yeah, I think that's Matthew 26. Let me see. It's lucky. I think it's Matthew 26. Matthew 25.
Matthew 25:14.
Uh, Matthew 25 and verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country.
Nah, it should be in Acts.
Acts.
Yeah, it
Let me
should be in
see.
Acts.
Mm, duh, 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 duh. It's like Acts 18 or something like that. It's lucky.
Mark 12:38.
Khan. This is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 38. Right? And he said unto them in his doctrine, beware of the scribes which love to go in long clothing and love salutations in the marketplaces,
Uh-huh.
and the chief seats in the synagogues, and the uppermost rooms at feasts, which devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. These shall receive greater damnation. And Yahushua sat over against the treasury and beheld how the people cast money into the treasury. And many that were rich cast in much. And there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. And he called unto him his disciples and said unto them,
Watch this.
Verily, verily I say unto you, that this poor widow hath cast more in than all they which have cast into the treasury.
Hey man, all of them that put it, hey, all of them that put in together. He said, let's put the total together. This lady has put in more than all of them put together, man, with 2 mites, which is a furtherling, right? Go ahead.
Uh, for all they did cast in of their abundance, but she of her what did cast in all that she had, even all her living. Man.
Man. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Golly. And you see what I'm saying, man? So that man might have wanted $2, man, but you gave him 10 and all you had was 20, right? You could have given him the whole 20, man, and the Lord would have did you like this woman, right? And she got some treasures in heaven for what she done did, right?
That's right. That's right. God. All right, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 15, and verse number 9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart, saying, the seventh year, the year of release, is at hand, and thine eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto Yahweh against thee, and it be a sin unto thee. Thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thine hand unto.
So now you got to ask yourself, do you want a blessing or do you want a curse? Because either which way is all on your decision making, right? It's not free will, but it is on you to make a decision, man. Do you want a blessing or do you want a curse, right? And then
That's
now
right.
you say, okay, I want a blessing, so I'm gonna give to this man, right? And the Lord, hey man, when the Lord say something and He promises it, His word doesn't come back void, man. He fulfills those promises, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too
That's
much,
right, man.
uh, to he that is given much, man, much is required, man. Go ahead.
That's right. And that's going into the year jubilee, man. Your brother's been supping with you and working for you, and then that seventh year, man, you're supposed to release him, but he comes to you like, hey, you know what, man, I already got much to go out there. Hey, you think you can help me out one last time? Man, I don't gotta give you nothing. Talking about, like, man, if he still needs you in that time, hey, man, you still got to give to that brother, man. You know,
Con, con.
Thou shalt
That's
surely give him. Con,
that's a fact, man.
right?
And if not, there's a judgment coming, man. Right?
Mm-hmm. Con. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, Thou shalt open thine hand wide unto thy brother, to thy poor, and to thy needy in thy land.
Con. No matter if they're straight or not straight, still gotta open your hands to them brothers, man. Look at you, Cap, man. Always opening your hands, man. Always doing more, man. Right? You live in this
Con,
commandment, man. You live in this commandment, man. Whether a brother poor, in need, or straight, man, right? Or they good, man. You still lend your hand, man. And that's all praises to the most high God, man.
con, call law Yahweh Bashim Shai, right?
Come on.
The Most High, he's just, man. And he knows what he's doing. That's why he says, "For the poor shall never cease out of the land." Hey, there's always going to be someone who is of a lower stature to you, man.
Come
He might have one sheep, you might have 10. He might have three sheep, you might have 50, man. But there's still going to be somebody who's of a less stature, and you can't put yourself above anybody like that, man. Why? Because we're
on.
all one people in the eyes of the Lord, man.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
that's why he says, therefore I commanded thee. This is why I'm saying do this, because there's always gonna be somebody of that nature, man. So
And
don't ever hide your hand from them, right? Go ahead, King.
to another point on your point is that he said love your brother as yourself, man. That's on the same sense of loving your brother as yourself, man. No matter what state, no matter what state he in, man. If you saw yourself when you see your brother in these type of states, man, you look at your brother and you say, "Damn, that's me in that state," you know. And these laws help you to love your brother as yourself, man. If you seen yourself down and out, you will want to pick yourself up.
That's right, man. That's right. That's right. Khan, Soldier Tama, call out Yabashim Yoshai Braktam. Shalawam,
Uh,
Shalom, man. That's right, man. That's right.
Is that time out or that's Ardino, right?
Nah, this Tama.
Okay.
Khan, reading on, right? Verse number 12. And if thy brother, an Hebrew man, or an Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the seventh year thou shalt let him go free from thee.
Hey, watch this though. This cold. This cold.
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading this cold right
Uh,
here, man.
and when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty.
So is it him being sent out freely? No, no, man. You send this brother out abundantly, man. You start grabbing stuff. Hey, man, before you go, look, man. One more thing. One more thing. Hey, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, stop him. Stop him. You getting too far. Hey, throw a bag of
he, all
diamonds.
the, he all the way out there, but hey, hold on. I
Hey,
forgot to
wait.
keep some, bro. Man,
Right?
that's love right there, man. All
Yeah.
praises.
You don't send him out freely. You send him out with some more stuff. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing free about him leaving, man. He's still gonna cost you on his way out, man. But it's a reason
Mm-hmm.
why the Lord told you to do that, man. Why? Keep reading.
God, right? Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock and out of thy floor and out of thy winepress of that wherewith the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him.
Because this brother helped you get all of this abundance, man. He helped you make your flock. You know, he helped you when the calf wasn't drinking of the milk. He grabbed the bottle for the calf. You know, he helped you. You know, in pressing the wine grapes. He helped you in gathering the fruits. You know, he helped you in all these things. Even though he was your servant, you feel what I'm saying? He helped you. He wasn't just serving you; he was helping you. So the Lord said, before he leave, bless him some more for the help that he done did unto you, man.
That's right. That's right. And that's going into because look how it's written, man. Thou shalt furnish him, right? Hey,
Mm.
he's a tabernacle. He's a house too, man. You know, you want to make sure he got couches, he got a fridge, he got a stove, he got a bed with some pillows and some blankets, man. You know, make through the spirit, make sure he's furnished with the things that he needs to make a living, man. Right? And it says liberally, which means freely, right? Real quick, right? For edification purposes for y'all in the chat, man. A knock, right? To serve as a necklace adorned with a neck or ornament. Is that the right one? Liberally? Right, yeah, to wear about, man. You know? To compass about as a chain,
It said to
right?
put these things on him, man. Like on
Mm-hmm.
Mardi Gras, when you got beads coming out, man. You see all those brothers with the big ass beads around their neck, man. It said put these things on him freely. Keep on putting chains on him, man. Don't let his man make his neck heavy with blessings, man, instead of a yoke, right?
Con, right here. To fit out with supplies. Now, he fitted,
Man,
man.
you got bracelets, everything, earrings, so heavy you got to kind of like take them out because they're hurting a little bit, you know.
That's right, that's right. Con, right? Verse number 15. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy God redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today.
Uh-huh. So he said, first of all, you're not supposed to treat him like a slave. Second of all, when he leave, you bless him. The Lord even made the Egyptians do this to us, man, when they
That's
freed us
right.
out of the land,
That's
right?
right.
He said, hey,
Mm-hmm.
man, they started throwing gold and silver and different things and clothes and raiment at the children of Israel as they was leaving on their way, man. You know? So how much more you and your brother?
Con, that's right. Right. Verse number 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee and thine house, because he is well with thee, then thou shalt take in all and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever. And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise, man. You gotta pierce that brother's ear, man. Oh, you want to stay? All right, man. I'm gonna give you that signet that you staying with me, then, man.
I
You
mean,
know,
God, it,
put your ear in that doorpost, just hammer that thing in. Now look at you, man. Now you know that you and everybody in the land will know that I cannot just simply release you at any time, man. You with me forever.
it's not only that. It's not only that. And I wouldn't what I would say is that now that blessing is abundant. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's say we wear an earring. You feel what I'm saying? The Lord has already called us to be a servant for him forever. So when we bore and pierce our ears, guess what? We deem ourselves a servant unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai forever, man. Right? So this brother wants to be his, right? And he ain't gonna want to go out, man. Because if you have a brother that love you this much to where he just want to serve you for the rest of his life, and he don't want to go serve nobody else, and he don't want to go live on his own, if you got a brother that love you that much, man, it is a blessing to have that brother around you.
That's right. That's right. Come on, verse number 18. It shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he hath been worth a double hired servant to thee, in serving these 6 years, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all that thou doest.
Con. So if he do want to leave, or if somebody else is leaving, it means nothing to give him double of what he done. When that brother leave, take your family, take your wife, your kids, and here I'm gonna send a servant with you to help you, right? With whatever you need.
That's right. That's right. And out of the love of thy brother, right, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, hey, certain things that you have them do around the house, hey, did you feed the cattle? Yeah, I fed the sheep and I fed the other flocks, man.
Con.
And I cleaned the dishes up, man. Oh yeah, you worth than just a regular heathen servant, man, because they gonna do. Uh, he just told me to feed the fly. That's all I'm gonna do. Nah, because they don't really love you like that. But a brother,
No,
man, hey, man, I cleaned the house, I fed the flocks, and I took out the trash, man.
con.
You know?
You tell that brother, man, you got a week off, man. And if you do any work, man, if you do any work, man, I'll give you double, man. But you got the week off, man. Cause that's the
That's
type of
right.
brother that be, they got them brothers that's workaholics, man. Them brothers can't stand being at home. So you tell him he got the week off, he just start wanting to do stuff, man. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, yeah, since you gave me the day off, I went cast a net in the water and I done gathered 30 fish, man. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up. You can help me cook them. I'm still off, but I still want to serve you.
Man, man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Right? Come. Deuteronomy 15 and 19, reading on. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock, thou shalt sanctify unto Yahweh thy power. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shear the firstling of thy sheep.
Uh-huh. Go
Thou
get
shalt
shear. Get that word shear right quick,
con.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But first and foremost, man, everything that opened up the matrix, the firstling of every animal, man, that thing needs to be redeemed, man. Right? That thing needs to be redeemed, or that thing has to be sacrificed unto the Most High, man.
That's right. That's right. To shear or mow, to be cut off, be destroyed.
Con,
Right?
so
Shave the hair.
con, but it's deeper than that, right? It's talking about not giving it unto the Lord, right? Read it again. Read the precept again.
Con. Right? It says, Salakia. Thou shalt sanctify unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shear the firstling of thy sheep.
Con, I stand corrected. It's talking about you don't even want to use the wool.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
You don't even want to use
Mhm.
the wool, man. That everything to do with that is all for the Lord. You don't want to trim the wool and make clothes with it. Nothing. All that is for the
Con.
Lord.
That's
Don't
right.
don't take away from the Lord's portion, is what He's telling you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thou shalt eat it before the Lord thy God year by year, in the place which the Lord shall choose, thou and thy household.
Mm-hmm.
And if there be any blemish therein, and if it be lame or blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord thy God.
So when you have a firstling, man, that need to be like your firstborn son. You know what I mean? To where you cherish it, you care for it, you make sure that this offering is perfect to bring unto the Most High God, man. Right? Because you don't want to be that guy that said, allow it to get a damn bump and it's oozing, man. Dang it. No, you don't want to be that guy, man. You want to be that guy that say, okay, I got the ointment, I got a pick, right? I got everything I moisturize it, I massage it. You know what I mean? That first link gonna be cared for, man. You feel what I'm saying? Just like your firstborn child, man. And that the Lord wants you to do that because you love him that much. I'm gonna give this firstling to you. I'm gonna give it to you. It came out. I'm about to make sure it happens, man. As long as it don't have a deformed leg, it's coming to you, Lord. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do our due diligence to do that with the brothers that we bring in, man, the sheeps that we bring in, because all those brothers is firstlings, man. We need to massage those brothers. We need to work on them brothers. We need to pick out the afro. You feel what I'm saying? We need to really care for those brothers that come in, man, because they that firstling, man, that the Lord has chosen.
That's right. Con. Right. Verse 22. Salakia. Yeah, verse 22. Thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike,
Mm-hmm.
as the roebuck and as the hart.
So he's saying if you clean or unclean, that don't even matter in this instant. Y'all need to eat that thing, right?
Con. Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof.
Hey, do me a
Thou
favor, bro. Do me a favor, big brother. Go look up the roebuck.
Con.
Hey,
I think that's a bird.
look out. Nah,
Wow.
no. Go to Google. Go
Okay,
to Google.
con.
Hey,
Con.
watch this type of deer. You like? I'm telling you, bro. That thing must be tasty, man. Go look up the roebuck, man.
Oh man, look at his statue right there.
Oh man. Mm. Man, I looked up those things, man. Just like the heart, man. Look up the heart when you're done with this one.
Con.
Man, that look good. I don't know if some
Mm-hmm.
of y'all from the country, man, but you see those deers and you actually taste deer, man. It's another type of taste, man. Look at
Oh
that.
man.
That's good eating right there, man.
Con.
Nice, lean, and
Con.
gamey. Man, go look up the heart right quick. Watch this. This one is beautiful too, and they thick. You know what I mean? They kind of thick. You got to put animal.
Con.
Huh.
Oh
Look at
man.
look at that.
Beefy.
Man. Them things is thick, man. You
Man.
understand? Woo!
Mm-hmm.
That's good eating right there, boy.
Look at
Look at
this guy right here.
look at that. Man.
Con.
Wait. That's 6 months. That's 6 months of meat right there, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at this one. It says big heart. Whew.
Ooh, hoo, 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 wee.
Got shofar on his
Yeah,
on his
God,
head too, man.
God, God, all
Let me
praises. Let's
see.
go back. Let's go back to the law, man. I'm telling you,
Con,
bro.
con,
I looked these things up. I said, "Ooh, that's good eating right there, boy."
con. It's like you're going back.
Man, man. Lord willing, we get to taste one of those soon, man. We need to find a way to go hunting around this mud, man. Man,
Con, man. Again, thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, as the roebuck and as the hart.
mm-hmm,
Only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof.
mm-hmm,
Thou shalt pour it upon the ground as water.
man. Right? All that
Con,
Yahweh said is what we do and hear, man.
con. All that Yahweh said we will do is what we hear.
Man, hey, man, those deers, bro. God, woo.
Man. Hey, Jake hungry. Jake over
Hey,
there hungry.
man, boy, those deers, boy.
You know?
Man,
Man, that's right. Con, read on. Read on. Next chapter.
con.
Con. So I can check these comments real quick. Okay, Tamar, that's it. Call me Charlotte. Half invisible man. Yeah, man, that's right. We over here, hey, we have fun with this thing, man. We have fun, man. I love it. Call me Charlotte.
Mom, Yasha.
The water for making it in. All praise to the Most High. right? So this Deuteronomy chapter 16 at verse number 1. Observe the month of Abib, right? For edification purposes, let me get that for you real quick, right? Abib, age 24, right? Fresh young barley ears, barley, right? The beginning of the month, man, right?
Con,
March or
where,
April.
where stuff start budding, man, and coming to a ear, man.
That's right, right? Observe the month of Abib and keep the Passover unto Yahweh thy power. For in the month of Abib, the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night.
Man,
You know, that's why the Most High said that this month shall be the beginning of months
oh,
to you.
bring
You
it
know,
out.
this is our calendar, right? To you guys.
Uh,
Verse 2. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy God of the flock and the herd in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction. For thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that
mm-hmm.
thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life.
So this bread of affliction, this unleavened bread, is a symbol of that affliction, man. You know, that's why we have the bitter herbs, you know, and that dry bread, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was a time of affliction, and we wasn't able to. When you think of yeast, yeast makes stuff rise, so it gets abundant, right? We wasn't in abundance at this time. We was afflicted. So the unleavened is a symbol of that, right?
Con. Verse number 4. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coast 7 days. Neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificed the first day at even remain all night unto the morning. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, but at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in. There thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt.
So that, hey man, that's a commandment, man. You have to do this thing, right? He didn't ask you to do it, you know, he told you to do it. So and then it also you see that the new day starts at sundown once again, man. That's what the scriptures talk about, you know.
That's right. That's right. All right. Deuteronomy 16:7. And thou shalt roast and eat it in the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. And thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's that evening until the morning. Hey, we up all night that whole time, man. You
Con.
know? Oh, I'm just gonna sacrifice when the sun goes down, and then up time for bed 2 hours later. Like, no, man. We going to bed when the sun go up.
Yeah,
7 in
con.
the morning. Hey, I'm about to go crash in my tent, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, come
con.
on, man.
You had to watch, man. You had to watch and pray.
That's right. Verse number 8. 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the seventh day there shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work therein. Con,
Con,
right?
except prepare the food, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You want to still be feasting and you know cooking up and going. You know, it's still a turn up. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 16:9. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Slack 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee. Begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn.
So you start that right from this feast from Passover, right? You start this counting.
Come. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand,
Con.
which thou shalt.
A free will offering would be female sheep, female goat, right? Male goat, male sheep, right? A heifer, right? It would be something of that stature, right? A lot of times it's a just like a peace offering, it'll be you could do a female, you know.
Just bring what you can, as an offering, man. A hen of wine, E5, some flour,
Flour.
you know, two pigeon, two turtle, whatever you got, bring something, man.
Uh,
Right? Slack it. And thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand, which thou shalt give unto the Lord thy God, according as Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee.
mm-hmm.
Mhm. Whatever he blessed you with, and you got it, hey, bring that thing, man. You know? And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you, in the place which the Lord thy God hath chosen to place his name there.
So wherever you going, man, make sure that it's nothing for people to hop in there. You know what I mean? Get some rejoicing in. But they have to know the Lord though. You can't just have Jake in the middle of the street with a pistol and a Glock and a damn blunt, come into the gathering and say, "Whoa, nah, what's up? What's up, Ron?" You know what I mean? This is what we doing, huh? Oh, this barbecue, man. This thing tastes nice, man. They don't even know what's going on with the feast, man, and they just coming over there being a nigger, man. You feel
Man,
what I'm saying? You don't
that's
want
right.
you don't want that, man. You want that brother to come in, and know that hey, this is what this feast is about, and this is why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Right? That's kind of where verse 12 kind of hits on that too. Watch. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in Egypt, and shalt observe and do these statutes. Hey man, that nigga that coming like, well, what y'all doing, man? Oh, hey, let me come turn up with y'all. He don't remember that he was a bondman in Egypt.
Con,
He probably don't even really believe that.
con,
You know,
and
he
could
ain't in
care
that he ain't
less.
in that spirit. It can care less. He ain't in that spirit, man. You know,
So he come there, and now we fighting.
he don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? He don't know
Now
what's happening.
he say the wrong thing, and one of us punch him in the mouth, man. And you know what I'm saying? That's a bad spirit to have around at this time, man. You know.
Hmm. That's right. Deuteronomy 16 and 13. Read on real quick. I gotta run downstairs real fast.
Huh. Thou shalt
Highlight.
observe, the feast of tabernacles 7 days. Right. So you gotta build you a tent, man, a tabernacle, and observe the feast of tabernacles, man, 7 days. Right. After that, thou hast gathered thy corn and thy wine, and thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy maidservant, and thy maid manservant Salakia, and thy maidservant, and the Levite, the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow that are within thy gates. So hey man, everybody has to observe this thing, man. Right? So nobody should be mad and angry within this feast, man, or the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Booths. All right, this should be a glorious and happy thing, man, right? And there's also a commandment that you gotta, hey man, you gotta barbecue every one of these days, as we read in Leviticus, man. Right? It's a full on turn up, man, every day, right? And it says, 7 days thou shalt keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy power in the place which Yahweh shall choose, because Yahweh thy power shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all the works of thine hand. Therefore, thou shalt surely rejoice. So we already know through what He allowed us to gather in, whether it be brothers, whether it be sisters, whether it be money, whether it be different tokens and talents that He had blessed us with, we shall surely rejoice,
I'm
man,
back.
in our increase, right? Look at our brothers, man, in K.O.Y, man. How many brothers we done increased within the last couple months, man,
That's
right?
right.
So when these Feast of Tabernacles come in, we're gonna rejoice greatly in our increase, man, right?
Con. Where you at? 14?
16.
16. That's right. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before Yahweh thy power in the place which he shall choose. In the feast of unleavened bread, right, which is Passover, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So in all of these feasts, you have to bring something to the table.
That's right. Verse 17. Right. So these are the three major feasts, man. You know, come together, come with your brethren, and bring something to the table, man. Whether you can bring an ephah of flour, you know, or you bring some wine, man. Come be merry with the brethren and have a solemn assembly, man. You know, verse 17. Every man shall give as he is able. Oh man, you know what? I can't bring, 5 things, man, but I could bring one, you know. Come with something, man. According to the commandment of the Lord, man. We're not
Mm-hmm.
asking you for it's not for us, man. You know, we ain't telling you to bring these things to the feast days for us, man. This is for the Lord.
This is definitely for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right. Right. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he hath given thee.
Mm-hmm. So
Right.
if He gave you 60,000 throughout the year, how bad is it to give 6,000 unto the congregation?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Come on. Judges
17,
verse
17, 17 is the end of it.
oh, con,
Let's
con,
go
con,
to uh let's go to Habakkuk
con. Oh, praise.
chapter 2 and verse 18.
All that we read and all that we hear, we will do, man.
We do that on when we end the chapter.
Okay, con Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
You know? All right, so Habakkuk
Mm-hmm.
in verse number 20, we start
Hey,
at
Shalawam to the new
18, you
viewer,
said.
man.
Con,
Shalawam
that's
to the
right.
new viewer, man.
Con. Shabbat Shalom, soldier. All praises.
Khan Shabbat Shalawam.
That's right, that's right.
I'm gonna start at verse 18.
Right? This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it?
Mm-hmm.
The molten image and a teacher of lies.
Uh-huh. That's all it is. If you gotta create something for it to be a god unto you, it ain't nothing but a teacher of lies, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. Man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you ever want to,
Whoa.
if you want to
So go
hop in
ahead.
there, yeah, if you just want to hop in there, man, hop in there whenever, man. Because sometimes I might be doing something.
Con. Yeah, man. Dumb idols, man. And what does it mean to be dumb? Let's get that. Because these idols are dumb, right? What is
Con,
dumb? Let's see that, right? Lame, mute, silent, dumb, unable to speak, man, right? And that is speechless and dumb, right? These idols can't do nothing, man. Let me get that real quick in Jeremiah chapter 10 through the
con.
Spirit, man. Right, right.
For they are dumb idols,
Uh
and
huh.
shall not speak.
That's right. And one of them idols is, the Christmas tree, man. It's the classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, man.
Hmm.
These is heathen customs. The Lord our God brought us out of Egypt, man. We witnessed his spirit and power in the earth, man. But y'all want to go make a golden calf. Y'all want to go make these idols that don't do nothing, man. But you seen what the Lord can do, right? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Let's get that
Mm-hmm.
dismayed, right?
Con, shalom to the new viewer that just came in.
God, Shalawam, Shalawam, all praise to the Most High, right? Dismayed, to be shattered, be dismayed, be broken, be abolished, be afraid, right? I want to
Mm-hmm.
grab something real quick before we move on to this is
Con,
leading me to something I
con,
worked on a while ago. Let me get to real quick. So like here, let me pull up this YouTube.
con. So yeah, like it's telling you, man, the heathens are dismayed, at the moons and the stars and the different things like that, man. And Habakkuk right through the spirit, because right here, hey man, the spirit is on Habakkuk, man. Angel came, sat down and supped with him, right? And he's explaining what's happening through the times, right? And especially what's gonna happen in the last end of the times, right? So but what you're gonna see right here is the same thing that he's talking about. What you're gonna see in Habakkuk chapter 2 and chapter 3 is the same thing you're gonna see in Jeremiah that he's talking about in Jeremiah, man. Right?
That's right. That's right. Right. Just want to give a good account to these dumb idols
The
real quick,
Hindu
man.
temple of Delaware in Hockessin. Eyewitnesses was there as a crane moved a statue of the Hindu god Hanuman into place. It is 25 feet tall. It was
See, and they praise these things. They're afraid of these things. They worship these things. They care for these things, man.
a single piece of granite in India and then shipped to Delaware. The estimated weight is 70,000 pounds. Once installed, it will be the largest statue of a Hindu god here in the United States.
Right? They're caring for these things, man. Let's get a couple more real quick. And you mean to tell me that this thing right here, right? Watch this, y'all. Watch this, man. Skip a little bit. And this thing is dumb, man. It's not speaking. It's not moving. It's not doing anything but just sitting there, man. Dumb. Right?
Angel of the Lord pushed that thing down, man, just like he did to Dagon, man. Pushed him down, man. Made him bow down
Man.
before his feet, man. Down goes white Jesus. Watch this fumble.
Man. Head butts are wide open. I gotta see that again real quick. Hold on.
Casting down all these idols, man.
One more time for the Lord. Man. And this is what a lot of you Northern Kingdom Israelites, man. This is what y'all be putting y'all faith and belief in. This damn statue of Mary, man.
Man. And then they don't even just call her Mary. They call her the Holy Virgin Mary.
Man.
Hey man, it's just Mary, the mother of Jesus, man. Madness, madness,
Man.
just madness, man. Look at this damn white devil, man.
All praise to the Most High, man.
All praises, man. That's what
All
they're doing
praise.
in damn in Rome and London and things like that, man. Running with
Uh huh.
damn Mother Mary.
One more,
With
man.
his
One more. Look at
flimsy
this.
ropes and lack of... It's not. But with his flimsy ropes and lack of skill, the stunt could still turn deadly.
Over there trying to climb into the bosom of damn Caesar Borgia, man. Look at him. It's judgment, man. Instant judgment.
The rescuers try to stop the man from climbing down.
One more for the
He's
road.
rushed
One
to
more
the
for the road,
hospital
y'all.
with multiple fractures.
Just so y'all can get an understanding, man, that these idols are dumb. They don't move. They don't do nothing. But our people put their power and their energy into this thing, man. And the Lord is wroth, man. Now look at us.
Judged,
Damn.
judged them. And he did that dumb symbol of the cross, man. Fractures, broken bones.
Man. That's right. That's right. Right. Did I go back? Yeah, real quick, man. Right. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Let me go down a little bit, right? They are
Mm-hmm.
upright as the palm tree, but speak
Speak to
not.
them.
They must needs be born. It means you got to do everything for me. You got to dust them off. You got to carry them around. Hey, man, the Lord is supposed to be doing that for us, right? Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither
Mm,
also is it in them to do good. Mm, right, man. Right, that's crazy. Man, that's. I'm not even surprised, man. I'm not even surprised, man. Going off, right? So that's why the Lord said in Habakkuk chapter 2, through the spirit of Habakkuk, right, through him, what profit the graven image that the maker thereof hath graven it? Nothing. The molten image and the teacher of lies that the maker of his work trusted therein to make dumb idols. Right? Verse 19. Woe, right? We all know woe means destruction, right? Unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise. It shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it. Man, right? No breath meaning what, man? On a physical level, man, it don't breathe. It's not alive, right? And this thing don't even carry no wisdom. Can't get no wisdom out of these things, man. Right? Verse 20. But Yahweh is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silent before him. Right? Man.
Come.
Khan, that's right, man. Khan, we got strong, powerful soldier Tama up in this thing, man, with these powerful priests, man. Shout out to that brother, right? Isaiah 22 and 8. Their land also is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. Right, Khan. Psalms 115 and 5. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. Deuteronomy 4 and 28. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone. which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
Khan. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man, hey, look, man, they be eating those sacrifices right along with us. Like they said, like I always say, man, the Levites is the Lord's stomach, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. All praises, man, for the Most High for waking us up in these last days to see through this damn folly, man.
Khan.
Con. Next chapter, yo. Con.
That's a lot of wine right here, man. It's a lot of wine right here.
All right. Habakkuk 3:1. A prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Shigio. Forgive me, y'all. Shigionoth, right? Shigionoth. A prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Shigionoth. Shigionoth. Let's see what Shigionoth means. All right. Shigoyon. It's like Shigoyon, the proper pronunciation. Song, right? Meaning doubtful, aberration, a dithyramb or rambling poem,
Mm,
right? Just like we see in Psalms chapter 7, Shigion, a Shigion of David, which he sang unto Yahweh concerning the words of Cush the Benjamite, O Lord my God, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me. Right?
hmm So it's
So it's
a long cry of affliction.
Khan. That's right. Right? Verse 2. O Yahweh, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Yahweh, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make known. In wrath remember mercy.
Khan. He's pleading for the Lord to show his works. But hey, don't forget to don't forget, if you can, Lord, give me some mercy. Right?
Uh, verse 3. God came from Timon and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Salah. His
Mm-hmm.
glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise.
Khan. So it says the Lord, right? Yahweh came from Timah, right? Look up that word Timah.
Timon, south of the region and descendant of one of them, South Timon, right? Came from the south,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the Holy One from Mount Paran, Salah.
Oh shit.
His glory covered the heavens and the earth and was full of his praise, man. And this is going to real quick. Psalms 119 and verse number 1. Number 2, right? Blessed are they that keep his testimonies and that seek him with a whole heart, right? The testimonies are the actions and things that the Lord has done for us through his power, man. And these idols, they don't even speak, they don't do nothing. That's why Habakkuk says, "Oh Lord, I have heard thy speech." Hey, man, I actually heard this thing. I didn't hear that
Khan.
damn Hindu statue talk. I didn't hear that damn Caesar Borgia statue say anything, man. But you, oh yeah, well, I've heard thy speech. And what? And was afraid. Whew, man, this is real, man. Right? Verse 4. And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand. Right? And
Khan.
what's that
Yes.
going to?
Khan. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
his strength, man. Right? He had
Mm-hmm.
strength coming out of his hand, man. Through his right hand, man, is his strength. And what was there? And there was the hiding of his power. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
come, right?
This is
Verse
where
five.
you can also look at it like, excuse me, so like you can also look at it like when it says strength coming out of his hand, it's like that holy power that we're gonna have when we get the power from on high, man. Where you sending lightning bolts, and different things out of your hands, man. right? Because when the Lord come back, He ain't gonna need, to get up close and personal, man. He could just boom, shoot a lightning at you, bam, you finish, right?
Oh damn, I forgot my camera was still on. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right, man. This ain't the work of an idol, y'all. This is the work of an actual supreme being.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Verse 5. Before him went the pestilence, and burning coals went forth at his feet.
Kind. Hey, man. So, excuse me, brother gonna be moving so fast that flames gonna be coming out the bottom of his feet, man. Right?
Con.
Because
Hey,
when you
Soldier
go,
Nathan, if you can drop it in the chat so I can just pull it up. That verse. That's right. Con. Just real quick, since I'm here, I'll do it for you.
uh,
Right. Psalms 135 and 5.
mm-hmm.
For I know that Yahweh is great, and that our Lord is above all gods. That's right, man. Con, that's right. That's a great testimony scripture right there. Right? Verse 6. He stood and measured the earth. He beheld and drove asunder the nations. Right? And the everlasting mountains were scattered. The
Mm-hmm.
perpetual hills did bow. His ways are everlasting.
So the as you see, man, when it says everlasting mountains was scattered, right? That's talking about us, right? A
Mm-hmm.
mountain is known as nations, right? And the perpetual hills did bow, right? That's also talking about His people. His ways are everlasting, right? So this is
Mm-hmm.
and it says He measured the earth, right? He measured the people. So when we go into Revelation, right? I believe, I think it's 12. He said, measure ye the temple, right?
Revelation 11. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Measure ye the
And,
temple.
and verse 1. Right? Revelation 11 and 1. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, right? Which is it's a type of measuring tool that you stick down and to measure something from a vertical stance,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of God and the altar and them that worship therein.
Mm-hmm. So
Con.
like it's going into in Habakkuk, the same thing, man. He's talking about measure His people, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Right. Verse 7. I saw the tent of Cushan in affliction,
Mm-hmm.
and the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble.
Con.
Was Yahweh displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy
Mm-hmm.
wrath against the sea, that thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation?
Con. So this is going into, right, how the Lord is displeased with us, man, and the things that we do, right? We're the rivers, right? We're the seas, right? He saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, right? We're the ones in affliction, right? And Midian did tremble, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and then it goes in to tell you that thou didst ride upon thy horses, right? Meaning their strength or in rulership, and then it says, and thy chariots of salvation. So that's what us that repent, and really come into this truth and do this thing are waiting on, the chariots of salvation, right? Go ahead.
Con. Read on. Thy bow was made quite naked,
Mm-hmm.
according to the oaths of thy tribes.
Mm-hmm.
Even thy word, Salah, thou didst cleave the earth with rivers.
Con. So he made the work, the earth with rivers. So everywhere you go, you have a river, right? Whether it's New York, whether it's DC, whether it's Baltimore, Washington, California, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, every state, right? Michigan, Colorado, all states have rivers, man. meaning all areas have nations, all areas have people, right?
That's right.
On the same way that
Con.
he made, on the same way that he made land, he made rivers, man. Right?
Mm-hmm. Habakkuk 3 and 10. The mountains saw thee, and they trembled.
Mm-hmm.
The overflowing of the water passed by.
This is going into the end time prophecy that you see in Zacharias, right? When the mountains, when they see him, hey man, they're gonna tremble, but they still gonna try to fight against the Lord, right? And it says, and the overflowing of water passed by thee, right? They're gonna try to come near, man.
That's right. That's right. Con. The deep uttered his voice and lifted up his hands on high.
And we see what happened when Moses lifted up his hands, man. We overcame, right? So right now is explaining the overcoming that the Lord is going to have upon these mountains, upon these nations.
That's right. That's right. Verse 11. The sun and moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of thine arrows they went,
Mm-hmm.
and at the shining of thy glittering spear.
See that shining at that glittering spirit? I mean, that thing is sharp and ready to put in work, right? But we're going to get something on the moon and the sun, right? Go to Luke 21 and 25. Shalawam to the new viewer in the chat, right?
Con, shalom, shalom, all praises to the Most High.
21, 25.
Con, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse number 25.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with
Mm-hmm.
perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
So this goes into this same precept and this same prophecy that's right here, man. You're gonna see certain things happen, man. The sun is bright, right? It's the brightness of things that's happening in the world, right? Which also goes into knowledge. And then you got the moon, which is wisdom, right? But everything is gonna be on a standstill, and you're gonna see these signs bathed in heaven, man, like the stars. The stars, when we read into when we read dang, what book is that? I forget, you might remember, but we read in there where it says and stars fell from heaven, right? And destroyed
Revelation 12, 12.
and destroyed a fifth part of the earth, right? I believe it's a fifth part of the earth, right? So these stars, the moon, the suns is all similitude, but hey, guess what, man? And upon the earth, the stress of nations, man. So the same thing is talking about in Habakkuk is going to be this is the same thing that is talking about in Luke, right?
Con. Right? That's why it's going into real quick. I'm jumping right back to it, right?
Con.
When it says up here, right? Let me go up a little bit. Salakia.
I think you're thinking about like 8.
Um Going to the
No.
child. Right here, right
Right.
here.
Yeah.
3 and 10. The mountains saw thee and they trembled. Right? We ain't talking about these simple rock mountains that you see on the earth, man. They ain't shaking at the presence of the Lord. Like Captain Gabawar said, man, this is talk about nations, right? When we go back to Luke, it says right here, right? Men's hearts fell in them for fear and
Mm-hmm.
for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for
Mm-hmm.
the powers of heaven shall
Shall
be
be
shaken.
said.
That's
Mm-hmm.
going into these men of high stature exalting themselves up into the heavens like the Most High, thinking that they on high, man. These
Uh,
nations, man, thinking they run the earth, right? That's
uh,
the mountains of heaven. That's these nations of heaven or the powers of heaven. These mountains shall be shaken,
uh,
right? Verse 27. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
mm-hmm.
And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Con. and that's that glittering spear, man. Right, and that's that salvation, man, that we just read about in Habakkuk, man. Right, this ain't nothing but a prophecy that goes on with more prophecies, man.
That's right.
Right, and then, like I said, this is end time, last time, you know, prophecy, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right. And this is also going into real quick just to bring that same thing home. Let's go to the book of Second Ezra,
Shalom,
chapter 13.
shalom to the new con. Go to the second Ezra. Shalom to the new viewer in the trap, man. All praise to the Most High to
Khan,
have you in here.
Khan. Right, Second Ezra 13, 30 and on down. Right. So when it says their redemption shall draw nigh, right? That's going into Second Ezra 13 and 29 on down. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, right? Going into Zephaniah 2 and 1, where the Most High gives that initial order for Christ and the angels to come do the works in the earth, man. Salvation and destroying these mountains which are these nations, right? Verse 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going to be in that amazement, in that awe, with their hearts
Con,
fearing and trembling, man,
con.
right? And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another, man. Right? That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be that people versus people, World War III at an all-time high, hella civil wars going on throughout all the earth, right? And one realm against another. That's the powers of spiritual wickedness versus spiritual righteousness, man.
Con,
All right, Con, that's it on that.
con. Let's go back to Habakkuk.
Con, right?
Con,
Con,
verse,
verse 12.
verse
Con, real quick, I
11.
want to pull up this precept before I go past it. That's right.
Con,
That's right, Tama. Joel 3 and 15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Man,
con,
that's going into the destruction of the earth. You ain't even gonna be able to look up anymore
con,
because of all the damn fallout, man. The nuclear fallout and these pillars
con.
of clouds covering the air from all these bombs, man, and destruction of the inhabitants of the land and the buildings, etc. Man, you just imagine it, man. You could imagine it. I seen movies, right?
Mm-hmm. We for
Come,
sure seen movies.
that's right, that's right. Hey, Shalawam, Mark Judah, Shalawam, Mark. All praises, right? Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Con.
That's right. Powerful
And those
precept, brother.
and those earthquakes gonna happen on an even more manifold level when these nukes pop off, man. When you shake this part of the earth and this part of the earth and that part of the earth, the tectonic plates, them things gonna be shifting like crazy, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And right now we see it, man. There have been more earthquakes within this time period than there have been in period year in other years, man. Right? When you
That's
look up
right.
how many earthquakes have happened within this year in 2023. Last year, when you get the count of how many they had last year, I believe it was 600 639 or something like that. And this year we're already going towards that number. We're gonna beat that number this year, man. And the magnitude of the earthquakes have been high as double L, man.
That's
Right?
right. That's right. Bring it out, right? So one more real quick, right? Through the spirit, I gotta bring this out, right? It's lucky, right? Right. It's lucky. Click the wrong tab. All right. Let's go back to second Esdras, man. Powerful brother prophet Esdras, man. Right. Chapter 9 and verse number 6. Right? It says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings. Meaning what, man? The Most High showed his work right there and then. He did the flood right there and then. He had the
Con,
pillar of smoke guiding the children of Israel through and out of Egypt, showing these plagues in Egypt there and then, man. He brought down fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah right there and then, right? So even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So
mm-hmm.
when we see the end of time coming, the end of this captivity coming, and the Most High begins to start to deliver His people out of this hellhole, right? Hey, man, it's gonna be in effects and signs, right? Effects in the earth, floods, earthquakes, famines, pestilences, and signs in the heavens, man. From
Con,
from stars to the sun moving slower, and things like that, man. You
con.
know,
In one
con.
precept, it says the sun will be at a standstill. The sun and the moon
Mm-hmm.
will be at a standstill, man. So it, man, and really, it's talking about wisdom and knowledge. But just imagine that the sun just didn't move for months. Picture that.
Man,
Stuff will burn up, man, and go into flames, man.
that's right, man. Man,
Verse 12, whenever you get a chance.
come. Verse 12. Thou didst march through the land in indignation. Thou didst thresh the heathen in anger.
Go to Obadiah 1 and 15, right? Because the Lord, hey, man, the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man, right? And who's the most wicked person or wicked people upon the earth, man? Right?
Damn
The
Edomites, man.
so-called white man, right? They're the most vile creatures upon this earth, man. They're worse than a damn poodle that like to hump everything it see, man. Right? They just always doing some type of lewd wickedness, some unrighteous behavior, man.
That's right.
Right? Read
Man.
that.
All right, it's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse number 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Man, like the Lord said, man, hey, man, the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. And to you jakes that want to join on to these heathen, you're classified as a heathen, man. And that day is upon you too, right? So you brothers and sisters, y'all need to get right, man. Right? But that day is not gonna pass like the chaff, man. That day is gonna happen, right? So all praise to the Most High, we get to see these things happen to these heathen, man, and be partakers in that affliction, right?
That's right. Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain,
Mm-hmm.
so shall all the heathen drink continually.
There is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop, man. We're gonna destroy the white man after 1,000 years, and a woman and child, right? And then the other nations will be drinking continually, man. If y'all don't listen to the law of the Lord, man, hey, man, you're gonna go through a drought, you're gonna go through a famine, there's gonna be a pestilence, and we're gonna come beat you down with a rod, man. Right? Thus said the
That's
Lord,
right.
thus said the Holy Bible.
That's right. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down. Mm. Hey man, that's that. You gonna pour some in their mouth? Ain't no, hey, don't spin that thing up, man. I'm pouring that thing in your mouth. The Lord's gonna pour that thing in your mouth, and He gonna close you, swallow it down, man.
It's gonna be
You know.
like waterboarding, right? You ain't gonna have no choice. Either you swallow it or you don't breathe, man.
Uh huh. And they shall be as though they had not been.
Talking about the heathen, man, the so-called white man, the Caucasian race, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Habakkuk.
Con.
I just wanted 15, but I knew you couldn't let it go. So let's let's go. Oh man.
Con.
He said
Right.
we're going to what that is? Damn, I forgot. Obadiah. We're going to Obadiah, man. We're gonna read this all the way to 21, man. What we stopping
Uh-huh.
for? Yeah, yeah. God. But let's go, man. Verse 13.
Uh, Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 13. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even for the salvation with thine anointed.
Con,
Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked by discovering the foundation unto the neck. Salah.
man. So let's go to the book of Second Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 6. Right?
This the book of Second Corinthians 1 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation,
Mm-hmm.
which is effectual in the enduring of the same sufferings which we also suffer.
So everything that they have put us through, right? The way that we be at peace with all this bull crap that we go through in this world is knowing that this, what they have done unto us, shall return unto them double, and they must drink of it and swallow of it, right?
Con. Or whether we be comforted, it is for your consolation and salvation.
Mm-hmm.
Con. And our hope of you is steadfast, knowing that as ye are partakers of the sufferings, so shall ye be also of the consolation.
Mm-hmm. Get that word of the consolation. Some people might not know, right?
Paraclesis, right? Greek word paraclesis, a calling near or summons,
Mm-hmm.
exhortation, admonition, encouragement, right? Let's go down.
Mm-hmm.
Comfort, consolation, exhortation, entreaty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's that end. That's the end game, right? The end game is going to be us being exhorted above all nations. The end game is for the Lord to entreat us with all these things that we were promised, right?
Con. Want
We
more
could
on
go,
that?
nah, we could go. We could go back to Habakkuk.
Con. That's right, man. Right. Uh
Read 13 again.
Con. Thou wentest forth for the salvation of thy people, even
Mm.
for the salvation with thine anointed.
So he went to forth in past tense from Exodus, right? He went to forth and saved us from that place, man. And then what? Even for the salvation of thine anointed, just so later on we could be saved again, man. Right? We had salvation then, right? We were saved from our enemies, man, and we're gonna have salvation again, being saved from these enemies, right?
Con. Thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked
How did
by
he do
this.
that? How did he do that in Egypt?
You destroyed Pharaoh, man, and out of all the firstborns of the land.
All the firstborn of the land. That was the heads, right? That was the head out of the house of the wicked, man. The firstborns, right? Same thing's gonna happen in this Egypt, man. He's gonna destroy the heads of the wicked, man, of the houses of the wicked, right? The
Mm-hmm.
firstborn.
Con, that's right. By discovering the foundation unto the neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going into, you could wound the head. Hey, you might survive that, man. But if you cut off the neck, you depart the head from the body.
It's a wrap. It's a
It's a
wrap. Ain't
wrap.
no healing. Ain't no healing from that.
Con, I gotta bring up the classic. I
Khan,
gotta bring up the classic.
Baba
Right.
Kusha.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 25. My children suffered. I'm starting 24. Like as now the neighbors of Sion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Khan.
My children, suffer patiently, right? Suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Uh-huh. So it's gonna be George Floyd times 10,000 times 10,000, man. You know what I
Times
mean?
144,000 and a one third. Man, right?
Man,
Let's go back.
we're
Let's
gonna
go
tread
back.
upon his neck, man. It's gonna be deeper. It's gonna be deeper than just his head, man. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right. Con. Habakkuk 3 and 14. Thou didst strike through with his staves the head of his villages. They
Mm-hmm.
came out as a whirlwind to scatter me. Their rejoicing was as to devour the poor secretly.
Mm.
Man, that's uh they came and they took us, man. That's when you strike through something with a stave, man. That's like that stave that's pole you lift to lift up the ark, man. They came and brought something to lift up out of our villages, right? Take the head down from our glory, bring us down low, and they all came and did away with us as they wanted to do, like the whirlwind does to the leaves in the ground,
Con. And when it said it,
right? And the
and when it
rejoicing.
said,
Come on, go ahead, King.
and when it said, thou did a strike through, right? Thou did a strike through with his shaves, the head of his villages, meaning, hey, man, even so much they actually so there's a thing where you put the leader or the chief, you put their head, once you chop their head off, you put their head on top of this stave, and you let the whole village know that don't mess with me. I did this to your leader. Listen to what I tell you to do. Right. So
Uh-huh.
they took all our leaders, right, and stroke them through the head, man. Told us, look at them. Like LeBron, right? They made LeBron after LeBron was almost coming to the other side. They made LeBron wear a dress, man. Right? Then you see Kyrie and Kanye, man. They was almost to the other side, and they said, look at your leaders, man. Right? And made and made Kyrie bow the neck, and made them Kanye bow the neck, man. You
Man.
see, that's the head of
Mm.
our villages, man. That's who we look up to.
Real quick, that's Deuteronomy. It's one of the curses too, right? Deuteronomy 28 in verse
Thou shalt become the tail.
um la that'll work too. But it's one I'm trying to find. Mm, real quick. Bear with me, y'all. Um
Here, play with your brother. There you go. No, I don't want you, son. Tom, you don't find it in a second. Let's move on.
here it come. It's 15 on down. Um it's the one where it says the thy prince that thou shalt set over thee portion.
It should be in 30s, in the 30s. Right there. Right there. 36.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's right. Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which is neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, wood and stone. Right? But the
Uh,
part I wanted was in thy king which thou shalt set over thee, man. They had
mm-hmm.
all the people laid up, but they brought the kings either by the head on the staves or by making him a public example. Look at your king now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man.
Uh, uh,
Brought low, man. All right. That type of deal. Y'all seen these movies, man?
yeah, most definitely, man. Right? You even see that on the on the Walking Dead. When they finally caught the skinwalkers. The skinwalkers was first off putting their heads on staves and lined them up on a border where you can't get passed through, where you can't pass through. And then eventually there came a point where the head of the skinwalker, uh the brothers and sisters that was the good people on this show, The Walking Dead, took the head of the skinwalker, which was a lady, and put her head on the stave and put her head right there, man, for all the people to see, so they could respect Alexandra or Hilltop. you know So
That's
it's a
right. That's
symbol.
right.
It's a symbol of respect me or you're next.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Verse 15. Habakkuk 3 and 15. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heap of great waters. Right? And what's that going into? Hold on, let the chat answer that. What's that talking about, y'all? Tama, what's that talking about? Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heap of great waters.
Mm-hmm.
What account is that talking about? Chat. Right, I'll give y'all 10 seconds. What testimony, what account is that talking about? I'll give you a hint. It's in the book of Exodus.
That's a big hint.
I'm gonna read it one more time. Thou didst walk through the sea with thine horses, through the heap of great waters.
And go to Second Maccabees chapter 4 and 9.
Con. Con. That's talking about the Red Sea parting in the Red Sea, man. The heap of waters stretched up high, man, and the horses flowing through that or walking through that. The Egyptians, right? Um, this is Second Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 9.
It's either 4 and
Beside,
9, 4 and 11.
what are you looking for exactly?
Con, go to First Maccabees 4 and 9.
Okay, Slaki.
Salakia, my bad. Israel.
For that list of
And
testimonies. Okay.
Con. And Kwame, I just want to let you know, I'm just about to drink your drink. Right? It's just about to happen. Right? If you're in the chat.
God. All right, so this is First Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea when Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
therefore, let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day.
So that goes into those horses that was following him, and the heaps of the wall, right? The wall that was standing tall that we walked through, and he destroyed the strength of the Pharaoh, man.
That's right. That's right. Con. Right? That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
And that's Yahweh, right? Let's go back.
Con. Verse 16, Habakkuk
Mm-hmm.
3 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard, my belly trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered into my bones, and I trembled in myself,
Because
that I might
you
go ahead.
down bad, right? There's a thing where when you in sin and you in sin, man, where you do this, man, where you get scared, man, you tremble, and you know that, hey, man, any day now or anything can happen because of the sin that I just committed, right? That's how we supposed to be rocking with the Lord. All right, go ahead.
That I might rest in the day of trouble. When he cometh up unto the people, he will invade them with his troops.
So we got to make sure that we right, man. Right. That's why he said my belly trembled, my mind trembled, my lips quivered. Right. At the voice, and rottenness entered my bone, man. I got scared, man. Crapless. Right. I got scared, crapless, and I repented from my sins, so that way I won't be part of this when they invade with the troops.
Right, that's right. Verse
All right.
17.
17.
Although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines. The labor of the olive shall fail, and the field shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there
Mm-hmm.
shall be no herd in the stalls.
Con, man. Meaning, hey, man, you about to get left, man. You about to get left desolate, man. Right? He said, even the little bit of work that you thought you was putting in is gonna come to naught, man. You know, the little gleaming you was doing, the fig tree that was just budding, and you thought you had some fruits, man. Your fruit ain't really fruit. You know what I mean? So, brothers and sisters, man, y'all gotta go harder for the Lord, man. Because He's telling you, even if you are laboring and you did labor, man, that's gonna come to naught, man. So, how much work are you really putting in, man? Are you putting enough in to where the Lord sees you above these other brothers and sisters that we see on videos and teaching on the street corners? Are you doing more than them? Are your works superseding the brothers that you see on fire, man?
That's
Right?
right.
You got to ask yourself that because it's only a couple slots, man. Or are you going to be the one to fill it? Are you going to let that Christian that have more faith than you and doing the law on accident get into the kingdom, right, above you,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Or is your heart really in this thing, man? You got to ask yourself, right?
Con, man. And one thing about that, man, let me read this part, right? The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls. Watch this. Watch this now. Let's go back to the classic. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Baruch chapter 4. All right, going back. And it says right here, verse 20, 26. My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. You supposed to be that sheep, in the stalls of the Most High, in that barnyard within the gates of the Most High, man, so He can keep us safe as a shepherd to sheep, man. But some of these sheep, they go out that gate, right? You might even get slaughtered through the spirit by the enemies, man, and never make it back, man. You too far gone in this thing, man. Right? You ain't never coming back into the fall. You ain't never coming back to the truth. Some of these sheep, they might come back sheared, wool missing, you know what I'm saying? Cut up, staggering on one leg, but you still trying to make it back to the barnyard, man. You know? But all in all, man, don't be that sheep. Don't be that one flock, that one person who's anointed by the Most High, right? Caught of the enemies, man. You caught of the enemies. Hey, guess what, man? Escape, man. Don't let them tear you down spiritually and physically. Don't let them fully take you away from dwelling in the stalls of the shepherd of the Most High, man. Who's the shepherd? Con?
Hey, get Revelation 18:4 right quick, the classic.
Con.
We got a lot of classics around this mug. It's like Coupe de Villes and damn, that old 74 Cadillac, man. You know what I mean? And that damn Oldsmobile, man. And the Fleetwood. We got Cadillacs all over the place, man. Let's pull out this classic, man.
That's right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse number 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So like the brother was going into, man, you gotta watch what you're doing, watch who you're hanging around, watch how you moving, man, because we need to come out of her so we don't be partakers of her plagues, man. Right? Just like Captain Khalil was going into, right? I just wanted to get that right quick
That's right.
because of what you was
That's
going
right.
in on.
Come on, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Come
Mm-hmm.
on. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Going back. Right? So yeah, man, don't be that sheep caught out there with the enemies, man. You know? You might be thinking you a sheep trying to what's the word I'm using? You might be that sheep dwelling amongst the enemies. In your spirit you want to escape, man, but physically you can't escape, but spiritually, so what am I looking like, y'all? Spiritually, right? You don't want to escape. Physically, you don't want to escape. So you're gonna get caught in the stalls of the enemies when the Most High comes and burns their barnyard down.
Con. You'll get jammed up with the wicked, man. You know,
That's
just
right.
because you don't know what side you want to be on, man. You got to choose you this day who you going to serve, man. Are you going to serve your flesh or are you going to serve your spirit, man? Because your flesh should be stuck in that stall, but your spirit should be in the bosom of the Most High.
Hmm. And he'll save you from the stall of the enemies. Come,
Uh,
right?
uh, 18, let's go.
Come. Verse 18. Yet I will rejoice in Yahweh. I will joy in the power of my salvation.
Man, and that's what we do daily, man. Every time we say call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah, right? Hey, we're gonna rejoice in that name, man, when that time come. All right, go ahead.
Come. The Lord God is my strength, and he will make my feet like hinds feet, and he will make me to walk upon mine high places to the chief singer of my string instruments. Right? Let's get that.
Uh, so when you talk when they talk about to the chief stringer of my stringed instruments, man, it's talking about rest, man. Right? And he said, walk upon high places, man. That's talking about being in the kingdom, man. Being at peace, man. Because after salvation, guess what? Rest comes. Right? Give me that.
Come, that's right. Right. This is the book of Psalms chapter 18 and verse number 33. He maketh my feet like hinds feet and setteth me upon my high places. Right. And what's that going into, man? Y'all see a deer or even a cheetah, man, right? One of these fast animals, they got that hind feet. It kind of bends at the knees and kind of goes back down that way, and then its hoof is on the. Hey, man, these things are running fast. So I was saying, man, hey, make me to run fast, man.
Khan.
Make me that sheep trying to escape out the stall of my enemies, out the barnyard of my enemies. Make you run up fast about that thing, man. Back to
Man.
the Most High, man.
Khan.
You know, Con. That's all I wanted on that, right? Con. Hind's feet, man. Man,
Khan. That's like that road, man. That's like that road. That's like the deer. That's like the dog. You know what I mean? They got those feet where it's just like boom, 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 where they can really get up out of there, man. You feel what I'm
Con,
saying?
I'm
Where
gonna
they
get there
don't
real
have to
quick.
take one step at a time like we do. They actually could jump when they run. You feel what I'm saying? You even got it on the deer, man. It's right there, man. Hind's feet, man. Where you can really jump when you run, man. Boom, boom, boom. Feel what I'm saying?
Hey, this a perfect analogy right here.
Yeah,
The ones that
yeah,
stay up on the cliff, man, not falling down.
man. And that's
Stable, steadfast, man. Con.
and that's what rams love to do. Rams and goats, man. They like to climb, man.
That's a hind's feet, y'all. You know, just to get y'all the image, you know, through edification, so y'all can visualize this thing, man.
Con,
Running fast, steadfast, foot on the ground, planted. All those things go into hind's feet, man.
con. Look at this one
Quick.
climbing that wall. Look at that one. I know it
Oh, this
probably ain't
right.
got
Oh,
nothing to do with
God.
nothing, but man, rams and goats, man, rams and goats, them suckers, hey man, damn rock
Man,
climbers, man.
that's right. Look at that thing, man. Look at
That
that
sucker ain't
thing.
got, they don't have nothing to hold on to, still getting up that damn wall though.
That's right. That's right. Con, all
Man,
praise, man. That is beautiful.
dang,
Right?
that's crazy. All right, Con, let's go into these gospels, man.
Con.
I know it's been deep waters in that wine, man, but let's get to these gospels, man. John 4 and 25.
Con. This the book of John, chapter 4, verse number 25. The woman saith unto him, I know that Messiah cometh, which is called Christ.
Mm-hmm.
When he is come, he will tell us all things.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh saith unto her, I that speak unto thee, I am he. He said, "Yeah, man, that's me, man." So, oh
Yeah,
yeah, him. Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
me. Right. Verse 27. And upon this came his disciples and marveled that he talked with the woman. Yet no man said, "What seekest thou?" or "Why talkest thou with her?"
Mm-hmm.
The woman then left her water pot and went her way into the city and saith to the men, "Come, see a man which told me all things ever I did. Is not this the Christ?" Right? This is
Con.
going into the woman at the well, man. Told her
Yeah.
about her 5 husbands, man.
Yep.
You know, they not even really your husbands.
Con. Con. Hey, go
How do you
go
know? You don't know me. You know, go ahead.
go up there and get that account.
Con, right?
16.
Con. This verse number 16.
Hey,
Yahweh said,
it's not showing on the screen. The Ram's still there.
"Oh, Salaki, Salaki."
No, it's all good.
Con. Verse number 16. Yahweh saith unto her, "Go, call thy husband, and come hither." The woman answered and said, "I have no husband." Yahweh said unto her, "That has well said, I have no husband. For thou hast had 5 husbands,
Mm-hmm.
and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband."
Yeah, man, you playing the harlot, man. You feel what I'm saying? On accident. Oh, I didn't like him, so I left him. Oh, I
Mhm.
wasn't really feeling him, so I broke up with him. Oh, he fell on hard times, so I had to give me a better man. You know, you got all these husbands, man. You don't even know it.
Mhm. That's right.
Go, go ahead.
And that saidst thou truly.
Yeah, because your heart not even with this husband. Because you told me you don't have a husband, but I know that you just slept with this dude the other day or last night.
That's right. You might have not uttered that, truthfully, but in your mind, you know that this is true,
Yeah, calm.
right? The woman saith unto him, "Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet."
Drop back down.
Con, verse 29.
27.
Con. And upon this came his disciples and marveled that he talked with the woman. Yet no man said, "What seekest thou?" or "Why talkest thou with her?"
Uh-huh. Because she's an outsider. She's Northern Kingdom that don't really know much about, you know, Judaism or the law or walking in the law and the
That's
testament.
right.
She's a harlot. The
Mm-hmm.
Northern Kingdom was deep into harlotry, man. You feel what I'm saying? Going into these other gods and other practices, rather than following the Most High God. That they the wild tree branches, right? We all are, but chiefly, right? Israel, the 10 tribes, right? They um they are that damn wild vine, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Right. Reading on. The woman then left her water pot and went her way into the city and saith to the men.
Con, you gotta understand, she didn't just leave it, you feel what I'm saying, and then just walk away. Man, that thing probably dropped. Man, that thing
Uh
probably
huh.
broke. You feel what I'm saying? And she gunning it. She
Yep.
running. You feel what I'm saying? To go tell this information that she just got, man.
Mm-hmm. Her mind quickly left. Shit, I can't even. I ain't even think of. I'm gone. Hey. You know.
you gotta think of this thing, man. She ran so fast, it probably felt like Yahweh was chasing her, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Come. Come. Verse 29. Come, see a man which told me all things that ever I did. Right. But this account, it was going into the 5 husbands. But really, hey, man, the writers probably just, summed it up in this fashion. But hey, man, he probably told her all kinds of things, man.
At
Made her
5 years
run quick.
old, Khan, at five
Man.
years old, thou had left thy father's house and went unto another place far off. He'd have probably broke it all the way down to her, man. Who knows,
Yeah,
man?
man.
you know. But to
That's
the
right.
simplest of simple things, hey, you have 5 husbands, man. I know you do. Because at 16, you slept with this guy. And at 20, you slept at this guy. And
Mm-hmm.
25, you slept with this guy.
Man,
Hey, little dude.
Khan. So she said, "Come see a man which told me all things that I ever did. Is this the Christ?" Right. Then they went out of the city and came unto him. Right. Khan, reading on. In the
Calm,
meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, "Master, eat."
calm, calm. Like, man, you forget you doing all this work. You don't forgot to eat, man. You know how sometimes, man, you be going so hard, man, your rib or one of the brothers guys said, damn, man, you still ain't eating that, man. You done drunk all that wine and you ain't eating nothing yet. Man, eat, man. Right? Good.
Khan. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that ye know not of.
That's spiritual bread.
Hmm. Therefore said the disciples one to another, hath any man brought him aught to eat?
Yeah, somebody brought this man something to eat, man, because we didn't see that.
Huh?
We've been watching you the whole time,
That's right.
huh?
Yahushua said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work.
Man,
Mm.
all right, that's my work, man. My work, my good, my pleasure, my food is to do the will of him that sent me, right? And to
Hmm.
finish his work.
Right. That's what makes me full. That's what makes me not a hungered, knowing that I'm doing the will of the Most High, man. Right. Verse 35. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest? Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest.
Ah, he said they are pure and ready to harvest, man. They have came to the fullness of age, man. Right? And it's not only talking about just the dang fruits that's in the field, man. This is
Hmm.
also talking about the brothers and sisters, man. Right? Like how he blessed this lady, man, with forgiving her from her sin, man. She became into a white fruit, man, right into a pure fruit that was ready to be eaten.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
Saying, don't think that the your brothers and sisters, man, they're not ready to get gathered, man, because I'm coming out here to bring everybody back to the Most High, man. The northern
Uh,
and the southern kingdom, man. Right? Come on. Verse 36. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal,
mm-hmm.
that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together.
Man, he's saying, hey, bro, keep on putting in the work, man. You worried about the wrong thing. Now I'm telling you and I'm showing you that these Samaritans is also your family, and you need to go gather them too.
Hmm.
All right.
God. And herein is that saying true. One soweth and
And the
another
one who
reapeth.
reapers. Man,
I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor.
talking about in these other lands where the Gentiles are, right? You
Hmm.
haven't been laboring with these people, man, but I send you to go over there, man, and
Gather that
reap
harvest.
yeah, and reap these wild branches, man, these wild olive trees.
Hmm.
All right.
Other men labored, and yet you are entered into their labors.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were brought up by these other nations, man. By the ways of these other nations, growing up wild, man. But I
Con.
still need you to go gather that up, man.
Yeah,
You didn't
con.
plant those seeds in these lands. You didn't plant any doctrine or wisdom into their minds. But I still need you to go and gather them up, man.
Con.
Bring them to my barn, right? Verse 39. And many of the Samaritans of that city believed on him for the saying of the
of
woman.
the woman. So just that simple of him saying, "Hey, you Northern Kingdom, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, you got salvation, Israelite these, right?
Mm-hmm.
Israelite, come on, come hear the word, right, right. Just by him spreading out his works, man, and those works is that the Northern Kingdom is part of the 12 tribes. That hey, man, a lot of people believed on him, man. And now look at us, we're growing in the spirit. Northern Kingdom coming in. You feel me? Go ahead.
That's right. That's right. Read on. Which testified, right? And many of the Samaritans of that city believed on him for the saying of the woman, which testified, he told me all that I'd ever did.
Con.
So when
Meaning
the
this guy has to be the prophet above all prophets, man.
you are the Christ, man.
Right?
That's right. So when the Samaritans were come unto him, they besought him that he would tarry with them, and he abode there 2 days. Man, hey, come sit with us, man. Oh, you ain't staying the night, man. You staying for 2 nights, man.
Man, we
You know,
need
you
you.
more than welcome.
Yeah, we need you, man.
And many more believed, and many more believed because of his own word, and said unto the woman, now we believe not because of thy saying, for we have
Yeah.
heard him ourselves,
Man.
and know that this is indeed Hamashiach, the Savior of the world.
So he proved it to him. He sat there for 2 days, and everybody that came up to him, he had something to say about them and what they did in their
Mm-hmm.
past, man.
Yeah, hey, this woman comes back in. Now, do y'all believe me? Now that we don't believe you because of what you told us. You told me everything I ever did too.
Ah, ah,
Man, give us some more water. Give us some more drink, some food. You know, it was in the spirit, man. Right now, after 2 days, he departed thence and went into Galilee.
that's it.
That's it, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
went.
it.
Con,
Con.
man, that's a beautiful thing, man. To be in the spirit of Most High. I mean, to be in the spirit with Yahweh Shai, dwelling with him in the spirit. Hey, man, there was actually a widow, man.
Man,
Man, that's a beautiful feeling. You know what I'm saying?
man. To actually sit there and see the works of the Lord, man, believe on him in real time, man. Like we ain't even see the Lord and we believe, strong, strongfully. You feel what I'm saying? With all our might, but picture seeing, seeing these things, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know. The water to the family, man, for hanging in there, man, being active in the chat. Salute to you, brothers, man, for putting those precepts in there, man. Um, and with that, Kwam Yasha.
Kwame Ashala, y'all. Peace and blessing to the children. And we'll tap in with y'all next Shabbat, man. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. With that, we say Shalawam.
Shalawam.